Welcome back to another video. We're going to go ahead and put the small quad folds together on camera. So we'll get them all done and then that part of our book will be done. I've got this is what we have so far. We'll do a little recap real quick. This is our book so far. When it folds down, it's actually going to probably go like this. So this is what we'll have, or this is what we do have actually. We got this page, our quad folds are going to go here, and then we've got, this is our other quad folds, so that's going to open up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got lots and lots of room for pictures on this one. So, and everything fits nice and flush. And then we've got our envelope side that will have a pocket here and a pocket here. But remember, we're not going to lay none of that down until we get some pattern paper down. So that's why we're going to do each page, page by page. And then once we're done with that, then we'll attach everything to the book. Okay, and then here's our base pages. And we will also, this is what we'll attach to our trusty binding. And then we'll have a huge tag out of here too. So there's going to be lots of room for pictures. Knowing me, I'll put a few pictures in, but I don't like covering up my pretty paper. So yeah. So let me get our pieces that we need out. Alright, this was just a prototype thing. Where are we at here? Let's see. Okay. So this is our, we need these. Okay, and I have not got around to doing the measurements part. I just have not had time to do that. I've mentioned the measurements in the videos. I've gotten a couple of private messages about it. So, yeah, I will get to it at some point, but I'm just not there yet. So, a lot of these I have, they're marked. The measurements are marked. So, let me think. I think as we're putting each page together, I will go ahead and list the measurements at the bottom of each video. Okay, that way we won't have to go back and try to figure everything out. That will just take up way too much time. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Alright, so we will go ahead and I'll go ahead and write all these down really quick. Let me find a pen in here. Find everything else but a pen. Oops, sorry. Alright, so this piece is our, I'm going to mark this. When you see it, it's going to be our right flap for this. Right flap is 6 1/4 by 4 7/8 high. Okay, and you score at 5 3/4. Okay, that is actually the side, because you can see where we scored it right there. So that's the right flap because it folds from the right. All right, and then this is our extension piece. Okay, and that is 5 7/8 by 4 3/4. And I believe you need 12 of those. And of the right, you need 6 quantity. Alright, so just marking that down so when I put the description in on the video, I can do that there. So this is not going to be difficult because we've scored everything. And don't forget what we talked about before. Let me get this in a good position since I bumped it. There we go. Okay, I scored the top and bottom, but really, this top one is gonna fold down and it's gonna attach when we're looking at the book, or at the page, this is like a book in itself, you're going to attach it down on the inside. And it's going, that'll be your flap. And then this one, so really we didn't need, well, we needed a score line here for, is for the, to add the extension piece. So that's what we're going to start working on. You can do it however you want. You can use wet glue. You can use the sticky tape. You can do it however you want to. But I can tell you when you attach to your binding, I've used all kinds of sticky tape, but wet tape works better when you're attaching to your binding. So I would suggest to use wet tape when you attach to your binding. Okay? But for this, you can go ahead and use this. Or, sorry, this. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll start with the first one. And I'll show you how we're putting this together. And then you'll probably have to, like I said before, miter some edges here. And I do all my folds. Let me get my bone folder out. Alright. Just to make sure your creases are really tight. You can do this top one. Go ahead and fold it back away from you. And then this one gets folded up towards you. Alright. And I don't have that fancy thick white bone folder. I just can't justify $22 for a bone folder. So I just use my Martha Stewart one. So we're going to go ahead then and cut some edges here. And just like that, you just cut the corner off. Just make sure you don't trim into your edges here. Okay, and then just go ahead while you have it out, do this one too. You might as well. And that just takes some bulk off so you don't have them thick corners hanging on. So we're going to start with our extension pieces. Alright, take this off. Okay, and we're going to do the bottom extension pieces first. Go ahead and what you're going to want to do is, that's weird. Let me see this for a second. I'm pretty sure these are my, let me see what I got here. Yeah, I know those are the extension pieces. Alright. Alright, this is one that's done. Let me see. Alright, as long as, let me see this. Okay. Let me make sure this is measuring up right. Alright, I'm going to, see that right there? I'm going to have to trim probably a 1/4 of an inch off. Let me see. Let's see this here. Let me see. Yeah, about a 1/4 of an inch. It doesn't matter what side you trim it off from. Alright, so let's trim these about a 1/4 of an inch. And the only reason I'm trimming a 1/4 of an inch is because so these from here to here lines up here to here. So this is 5, little over 5 5/8. So let's see what this is. This is 5 7/8. So let me go ahead and measure this. Let me see if that one just happens to be smaller. Alright, so I'm doing some measurements here because these are 5 7/8. This one, for some reason, isn't. Okay, ditching that, moving on. Because this one is. So, we will see. And that matches up perfect. So, alright, so we're going to, I might later on have to make another one of those for myself. So you can do whatever you need to here, but let's go ahead and do this again. Fold everything. Oops, make sure I'm on camera so you can see. So yeah, my daughter's back in school. She's a 6th grader, and we have been busy, busy, busy around here with homework and all that good stuff. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead then and cut the edges. All right, and then we're going to cut this one. Oh, just like that. Make sure you fold this side away from you. And remember not to cut into your score line there. All right, let me get all those little chunks out of the way. All right, so this one goes down and it fits. Awesome. So just make sure when you put it down, again, you don't go into the score line. Do it a little bit below, like a 16th, or just try to get as close to without being into the score dip. Alright. Just gonna put some score tape down. I'm gonna try to fit 2 in here. And then, can 2 fit? Let's see. Yeah, I think I can do it. Alright. Just get a little piece here. Didn't make that one long enough, but really doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and burnish this down. Oops. Burnish that down. So now you know what not to do. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Yeah. Get off of there. Okay. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to grab my trash can really quick because these little pieces will drive me nuts. Alright. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get rid of all these little pieces because we'll have all the score tape pieces and all that too. So let's go ahead and let's make sure I'm in a frame here. Move that out of the way. And then get as, I gotta do it this way, and get as close to the score line without going into the score line, or your piece won't lay flat, and you don't want that. All right. So now we have a tri-fold piece, and it folds over perfectly fine. All right. So let's go ahead and put our right-sided piece down. Okay. Alright, so, and then go ahead and get rid of your, go ahead and trim your corners to decrease your bulk again. Alright. Okay, and let me just make sure what we have here. Make sure everything closes up nicely. And it does. And if you want, you can trim it down. You don't have to have it that large or whatever. So, yeah. Alright, so we're going there. I'm probably just going to put one piece down the middle here. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and get this attached. And then again, make sure not to go into the score line. Make sure I'm on camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then, yeah, just make sure not to get into the score line. Alright. Okay. Burnish everything down really good. Make sure everything is laying flat. And then we got this piece right there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and measure everything. And don't worry about this because it's all going to be covered with paper. Okay, So we got 5 7/8. Right? Okay, this is the, yep, 5 7/8 by 4, let's see, 4 and, this is about 4 7/8. So I just want to make sure that I give you the right measurements. So when I put them down below, it'll be, you can do 4 3/4. This, however long this is up to you. It's your book. If you don't want it to hit all the way to the top and you only want it to go there, do it shorter. But this is what I'm doing on mine. So we got, and then don't forget on your right side, you got to add in the flat piece. So this is 6 1/4, which is what I have written down, by 4 7/8, and that's what I have. So there we go for that. All right, so let's move on to another one. Okay, so this is going to flap away from you. And then you're going to fold the middle. Okay, and then this is going to fold towards you. Okay. So yeah, I'm still doing my weight loss thing. I got on the scale this morning and I was happy because there's a goal I've been trying to get to for probably a month and a half, and I finally hit it today. So I will continue forging on with it. It's not easy, it's difficult, but I can do it. Alright, so now we got this piece. Oops, that's a bottom flap. Alright, here's a side flap. You got a side flap here. There we go with that. And just go ahead and fold that. And just cut your ends. Okay. Alright, do it this way. Okay, and remeasure again, just to be sure everything's going to fit each time. Let's see, go up just a tad. There we go, and it fits fine. Yeah, I'm so excited about this book. Work has still been crazy. The hospital's still super busy. I don't even know. I have, let me see, measure this. I'll just go ahead and use the quarter. Yeah, the hospital's been crazy busy. Peds is getting crazy because his kids are back in school and all that stuff. So I've been working more. So I'm trying to get these tutorials up as quick as I can. I wanted to do them all at once and then just put one a day up, but it didn't work out that way. Normally in the summer, working at the hospital, like between the end of June to about the end of August, things slow down and, you know, you get more days off and stuff, but that has not happened this year at all. I don't know if it's because we had such a long winter. I'm not sure what it was, but it's just been crazy, 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 crazy. So, yeah. Yep. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in. All right. I'm just trying to line it up. Get this lined up good. And just remember again, I know I keep saying it, but don't go into the score line. If you do, your stuff will not fold right. So there we go. There's that. And then if you notice, like, if you see it went over or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can just trim it off. later whenever you want, if it doesn't fold exactly the way you want it to. And now we're going to put our yeah, we're going to lay our extension piece down. And when you're making these mini albums, all it is folds and flaps. Like, honestly, that's all you're doing is folds and flaps. So, as long as you can do that, you can make a mini album. I watched a lot of tutorials, and really that's what it boiled down to. Folds and flaps, that's it. So yeah. Alright. Let's get this down. Let's see. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put a second base on here too. You just want to be sure that everything is going to lay right. Oops. And if you go over a little bit, you can always trim it off. Doesn't matter. Alright, there we go. Okay, and burnish it down. So yeah, work's been crazy. And then we have, like I told you before, we have several dogs. The dogs are driving me nuts. A 25-year-old dog, well, she's almost 25. She'll be 25 in next year. And she's looking for a job, so we're working around with that. Alright. She's in college too, so. Alright, we're going to line this one up. Okay, and stay out of the score space. Just do it right underneath it. Okay, and it doesn't matter. You're going to put paper there. You have embellishments there. It is not going to matter. And we have another one done. So that's enough for one page. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm putting them all together. So you can watch. You can turn it off. Actually, I'll probably just speed this up so you can continue watching what I'm doing, and I'll probably just add some music in there. If you notice any overages, just go ahead and trim them off, okay? Alright, so you won't hear anything for a little bit, and I'm just going to keep going. Okay, all right, we are back. I got most of them together. So the next part we're going to do will be tomorrow. Tonight is the 2nd of September. Tuesday the 2nd of September. This will go up tonight. You probably won't see it till Wednesday morning. And then you'll see another one most likely Thursday morning. And the part we'll be working on tomorrow is the large quad fold. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment or send me a private message. It's fine. Either way, I'll get the message. And also, just know that if any of your stuff doesn't line up, we're human. We're not perfect. You can just trim. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change the way your book looks. Your book will still look the same. This is all just the foundation. Everything else you're going to be putting pattern paper over, and almost anything you mess up, you can cover up with pattern paper. Believe me, because I've done it before. And you can see in the fast forwarding, I put the tape in the wrong place on one of the fold out flaps, but I just ripped it off and put it back. I'm not going to remake stuff just for something simple like that. So I'm going to count up what I have, and if I have to make a couple more, I'll do that. So I want to get everything ready and have everything ready for when we start putting the pages together, which there'll probably be a video up. You'll see it on Friday. So we're going to keep going with this, and there's going to be several videos like I said before. And again, if you have any questions, comment, and don't forget I'm going to start putting all the measurements in the description box as we go on with each piece. So I'm not going to put it all in one. I'm not going to go back and do that. I don't have time for that with working and everything. So yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye.